Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. Standing here on a frozen rock. Not even a frozen rock. If there was rock here, it would actually be different. We have to bring our own rocks. We're standing here on a frozen, waiting for rockets to send up the rest of the bits we need in order to get this platform where we want to be, doing what we want. Just getting a few more uranium fuel cells coming on up. 1,000 available on the planet, which is pretty great. Robots flying back and forth, just bringing uranium around. It's definitely a system we have here. Well, it's working. Unlike most of these, which are not working. That's how it is. These ones are full on these sides and these sides, because these are full on this side, because these ones aren't even on. Outputs are full. Ingredient shortage. Someone's managed to let the enriched ones get past here somehow. We don't need all of them running anyways. It's fine for now. These ones work, so that's good. And if we ever need to get enough of this out of here, that would change that. And then the ones get past here. Eventually, just on this side. Should we come through here? Come through here. These, it's never gonna get past here because these are all full. One gets put in here, eventually gets brought over here. This is just regular. Just brought down to here and put into this box eventually. Some of them get over there. Get this whole thing here, it's not necessary either. Yeah. Anyways, this is working, we'll say. At any rate, there's whole piles of fuel ready to be put where it needs to be put, so that's good. And some of that fuel is being launched up into space in our 4 rocket silos here. Really accomplishing what it needs to be doing here. Launching whopping 10 at a time. It's taking a lot of rocket launches to get things to places here. It's the whole thing. We've gotten all the other stuff we wanted here. For making a rocket silo and making more everything. Doing launches. Gone through a few of the fuel cells already. We're at max temperature. The steam is going. It's not even being used. While we're still here where the solar panels are doing their job. Oh yeah. In general, seems to be working. We're not getting more copper because we're full of iron, but we don't need more copper because we're not using it for anything right now. Making some more rockets. This one's low on explosives. Explosives are over here. We are low on carbon. We're low on carbon because we're low on the rocks that can be turned into carbon and sulfur. Ice is full. Calcite is... The ice is full, so then no more calcite. I'll change once we launch off and start using all our fuel and stuff. We've got 8,800 explosive rockets ready, which is great. Got the power to be able to run all the inserters. Got enough ammo around, so we'll be fine. So that's all backed up. And looks like the railgun ammo is also filled up completely already. It's backed up nicely. It's still spinning around on the belt. It's alright. It's perfectly full. That is a lot of shots for all of our railguns, which is the idea. We could technically store some of these in storage. We've only stacked like 10, which is the problem. Explosive rockets we at least have more of. And we're not even getting to the point where we need to have the railguns yet. That is further out. We will see. We will see. The main problem is we get further out where they're actually needed, and they blast things, and then we need to have everything else working. Blast them. And then the rockets. Then smaller ones. Like multiple layers to this. Next, another layer here. The basic turrets do in small and mediums. The rockets are for the big ones. The railguns are for the huge ones. Everything gets grabbed by the arms and then put onto the other arms, which go back and forward to make it work. Should be great. 284 fuel. We used up another one of them. Just keeping all this ready to go, so we can output as much power as we can here. Storage still perfectly acceptable. Lots of storage space. 600 out of 759. So we're kind of getting there in terms of space we have available for more things. We have a lot of stuff with us here currently, though. 9,000 processing units, 6,000 holmium plates, 4,000 concrete, 3,000 28K, 28K, 2,000 1.2K, 400. That's some extra ammo just in here. We turn this to remove some pieces we don't need on us. 2 extra steam turbines. We've got all these piercing round magazines. It's not going to do anything for us here. A singular rocket turret. Just taking up space more than anything. Filter. Get the extra piercing round magazines out of storage. That puts them on this belt, and then they get chucked off into space. When it works, it works. This is not how we use the piercing round magazines to hit things in space. They're going a little slow, and also in an entire magazine at the same time. So, yeah. Right. Few more rocket launches worth of stuff, and that'll be good. This here we don't need or want. We could definitely drop some of the components and such, because if we're in a position where the rocket turrets and the gun turrets are being destroyed, having an additional one in storage is really not going to help that much. Same kind of idea with some of the other things, but if we want to switch stuff around, we could technically have use of it. We only have a few certain turbines to this many heat exchangers. That's not even going to do anything. Got some more recyclers, some more chemical plants and stuff. Well, that's good. This is doing its best. Space science. Don't need space science right now. I need some space science later. We also have a bunch of space science just over here, though, so it's fine. Everything on the belt, plus another 9.6 and 6.7K. These guys are still doing stuff. Look at them go. Making things. Got 1,400 processing units in here. Amazing. 500 more of that. It's all doing good. Rocket fuels being made. And used, I suppose. It's a hive of activity. These things decay, mostly. There's not very many of these coming down. Obvious problems happening over here. Yeah, things are being planted. This is just a larger immediate influx. We turn it back on and everything is harvested at the same time. It's working. It's coming as it does. Yep. Canis, mostly stationary, not making additional stuff. Right now, some coal. Flagora, alarming. And over here, these are mostly working. Let's make sure everything's working here. Output full, output full, output full, output full. You know, that's a problem. We're out of fuel because we're out of... The ice is filled up again, hasn't it? All the ice boxes? Yep. We need the ice to go away somehow. We need to drop the recyclers when we get back here. We have recyclers up here, don't we? Yes. Get those, we can destroy this ice. Then we'd be in a great spot. If the ice fills up, then the whole thing stops working. Previously, a lot of this was being used for making, like, science and stuff. But the current state of things, not what we're doing. So, yeah. It's a problem. Space for 2? No. That's not even full. And here. And here. And this one. That is steel. Yeah, we don't need everything freezing. Or even getting cool enough that it turns off the turbines over here. That'd be also a problem. What temperature do we get down to? 780. That's better than nothing. Alright. Keep it going. Outputs are still full. These are also going until this gets full, kinda. We really do need this bit here to be bulk inserters. Really get it moving here. We can get it bulk, 2 more bulk inserters that can get it there. Let's have 2 paths. Fast inserters can do 1 plus 3 in a swing. These do 1 plus 11. There's quite a bit more. So now I have everything immediately fill up. Until at least get to here. And eventually, this box will be full. Because 2 of the fast inserters is not enough. But anyways. Well, that's great. That should get that out of the way. So we can keep making more of the ammonia also. Let's make more everything else. In terms of solid fuel we have here, we got 1.1 and 1.1. That needs to fill up so we can turn things back on. It's another 2.4K over here too. That's fine. Alright. So. We should be ready to launch now. Everything's successfully gotten. Do we need to bring anything else? Not that I can currently think of. Stop that. Send this to a kilo. That's going to take a little bit. Okay. So we have the resources here to drop down to ourselves here. Make the rocket pad here. Do we need... It needs to be made in something. It already has the processing units and electric engine units. Those are the parts that need additional help. Have to be made in the actual spots. Just handcrafted rocket silo. Amazing. Then we got some speed modules. We got the beacons ready. We're gonna need more concrete to actually get this placed and have it connected to everything. It needs to be up against this heat pipe. Somewhere around here. Have boxes. can work. We could do requester boxes for redundancy structure and rocket fuel and process units, or we can just place them in. It's fine too. We will need heat pipes over here though. That should be good. You can have the... It needs to be at least there. Yep. To be inside the beacon range. We're going to need to have boxes. Boxes will be over here. That'll be fine. But it also needs to be at least to here. Inside. No, it needs to be here to be inside this beacon range. Like right here. How long is this? Wide enough. We'll figure it out. A box. An inserter. Should be great. Getting to Golova here. Blasting everything. Getting more rocks. Turning some of the rocks into other rocks. The main concern is going to be surviving orbiting Kilo for the time it takes to launch all of the railguns up one at a time. So that's a lot. Shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay. Making some explosive rockets. Getting more rocks that can make the carbon, that can make the explosives, that can make the rockets. Got some other stuff going. Should blow some stuff up. It's pretty effective for getting to a kilo. But further out, there's going to be more and larger stuff. It's going to be a problem. For right now, though. This makes it here, at least. Once we get there. Speed 85. I think we are slowing things down as we add even more things on here. And adding in all of these railguns might be a whole thing. We will see. Should still be good enough, at least. At least for now. Okay. It's gonna take a little bit to get over here. Sure things are running again. Yep. Getting enough solid fuel is even getting into the boxes for later. So that's good. Not using these, because we don't need to. Filling these boxes up at quite the speed. Hopefully, a few recyclers can solve this problem for us. We got all this here, got more up here, we got more up here, and more up here. We are not lacking in ice, that's for sure. Plenty of crude oil, plenty of water. Still not really getting ahead on the ammonia here. A lot of it's being turned into this as fast as we can with that many. Some it's being used for making the platform. Some it's kind of getting used here sometimes. Not right now though. This is completely full. That's full. Makes these full. So need more cooling. Both of the coolers on. So you can turn off one of the... Wait, one of them's already off. Output is full. Cold also. I'm using that for at this point. Nothing really. That's alright. Need to make anything else here? Not really. Should be okay. The rockets continue. Start with what, like 8.9 thousand rockets? Still about there. That's definitely going to hold up for a while here, at least. Need to keep an eye on that, though. And also, if we're doing okay on regular ammo and stuff. It's being made. More rockets are being made. Here comes some more explosives. Plenty of rockets being used here, though. We also might want to go into research and improve the railguns a few times. That is an option. That could be smart. It's a pretty big gain. For the first ones, at least. Straight in here. Railgun damage plus 40%. Railgun shooting speed plus 15%. So that alone is a pretty big deal. We can do some other stuff. There's weapon damage, super activity, mining productivity. Physical projectile damage 13 would cost 64,000 science. To go from... yeah, it's not even that bad. Plus 20% bullet damage. Plus 20% gun turret damage. Plus another 40% shotgun shells and 100% cannon shell damage. Other robot counts, low destructivity, artillery shells, not really using those. Rocket fuel productivity. Health. Flammables. Stronger flammables. Rocket part productivity. 10%. Definitely something to be done with additional ones in here. That's kind of where we are on the whole tree here. Research productivity. Anyways. Almost where we need to be. Then we can start dropping stuff. We have so much space for dropping things too is also a slight problem. But at least this time, we're going to have the actual boxes ready to actually take it out instead of there being no power here and it just doesn't work. So that's something at least. We start by dropping the things we need for making the rocket. We can get that set up. Then drop the rocket fuel and circuits and low density structures to start sending the rockets. So that'd be good too. And then everything else. So I have a few other things to send here too. Okay. Almost there. We've used 300-ish of the rockets. That's alright. Got a whole bunch of rocks ready to be used here. We could switch up the differences here. It's mostly all these here. Get more of these than anything. Even the switching doesn't change them all. Current state of things here, it's mostly icy ones. Alright, we stopped at a kilo. Alright. Start dropping things. Just those. Drop the engine units. Drop rocket fuel. Some low-density structures. Steel. Once these ones go. Eventually. Alright. Here, if we want to build this, we need the concrete, steel, and electric engine units. Which is exactly what we're getting. Steel. Here, start dropping other stuff. Here's the steel. Perfect. Rocket silo. Let's make some pipes. Eh. We have slash can make pipes here, so that's fine. Drop some concrete. Drop these heat pipes. Gonna need those for making some more stuff down here. That'd be great. Let's drop some more of the low-density structures and rocket fuel so we can start sending stuff. eventually. 30 seconds. Crafting stuff. Got the rocket fuel. Okay. Alright. So we got concrete and stuff. Got the ice platform. That's alright. Okay. So we can place this here. It is in here. Nope, still crafting. Drop some more stuff. It's just all the things we're dropping here. Then I can put in these boxes. It's great. Okay. We have made the rocket silo. Needs to be right here. Needs power. Needs stuff that you can put in with things. Needs boxes. Here's power. Here's power. Look at to here. Here is this. One more piece of concrete here. Heat up all that. Here is your speed modules. It's gonna hit by all these. 200%, 200%, perfect. Full of stuff. So here is the 10, 20, those. Here is 10, 20 of those. Stuff. Making things go. This is already one ahead. Drop some more stuff. Could set it to manually be dropping stuff, but this is fine. We're not in any rush here. 5 and 25. 6, 28. 6, 7, 28. Okay. And then automatic requested space platforms. Requested space platforms. Open the space platform. Everything is off besides the railgun turret. Sent up one. Has been placed. Or starting to send up one. This one has sent it. Over the cargo. Rocket's not ready. We sent a rocket with something in it. Maybe. Blue, 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 blue. 55. Could have been placed. Yep, there it is. The first railgun turret. Look at you. Shooting speed 0.35 per second. Kills 0, damage dealt 0. Minimum, it's also got a minimum range. Should be pretty close to minimum range. Oh, there's another extra bump. It's going. It's working. It's got no process units. Nope. That. Some more of this. Keep an eye on amounts of stuff here. Only put in a whole bunch. Should be great. Anyways. Oops, some more processing units. And rocket fuel, notice these structures. And holmium plates and superconductors. Just a bunch of stuff. Yeah. 200. This is just 200 rocket fuel. It's good for like 4 more launches. 260. Here. We are launching these. It's going great. Drop, drop, drop. It's kind of just the space that's available in the thing at the bottom. This guy here. He's doing his best. Cool. Some structures. Let's rocket fuel from you. Get over here. 50. Maybe just some more bonus structures. There we go. Drop some more stuff into the rocket fuel section of dropping things. I have to make sure we have space for all this stuff we're dropping also. These boxes, we've been taking stuff out of. We also have these boxes and this storage here too. That's pretty good. Definitely launching these off, which is great. Definitely going. Dropping stuff off. Sending stuff back up. That's the idea. With all this rocket fuel stuff. Doesn't really have the waiting to drop symbol here when all the dropping slots are full. This takes a little bit longer. We need 49 more now. It's expanding. It's increasing the weight here. We're also dropping stuff. Does that count as anything? Anything actually have weight? 2,463 tons is how much this is weighing. Goodness. It's running out of those structures. Comparatively. Constantly feed it with more stuff here. This one's doing pretty good. Okay. Drop some more stuff. Chromium plates, which we'd, I guess, use to make more lithium and stuff here. Not really currently needing more lithium and stuff, but that's a good thought. Some more stuff. Okay. We could definitely, technically, get the robots to bring the correct amount of stuff to where it needs to be here. Nice. Panic is doing great. Fuel's doing great. Everything's doing pretty great. Doing what we need it to be doing. At least. Anything else we wanted to drop? We wanted to drop the recyclers. We drop less than all of them? I don't think so. We need to go and grab some more recyclers. We could technically send some of them back up if we wanted to. That will be something to work on. 40. This. 300 that. Managed to put a fission reactor in there. Not really what we were trying to do, but okay. Huh. So we've dropped everything one from here. We got the recyclers here. Let's have some recycling. We've currently moved these out of here, so we can technically do it here if we wanted to. Worst idea. For right now. Recycler, recycler, recycler. Recycler, recycler. And then it should just completely destroy it, I would think. And these are frozen in ways that are going to be awkward to deal with. Let's see if this is even enough. there. Heat here. Heat those. So recycling, filter, grab the icy bits. Ice bits. Just putting lithium plates onto here. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but please stop. You're full of icy bits. Okay. So we are going to need a system that takes these and puts them back in the thing. Alright. Here, 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 here. Warm it up. This part can't get warm from there. It's the pipe. Go. This is in the middle here, also a problematic amount. You go nowhere. Alright. Ice. Take him from here. So put through here. Doing stuff. We do anything in this section still. Recycle some more ice. Can we accomplish something like that? Ice, ice, here. It's here. Not quite. Be taken and put back in. And we put back in this one. How's that? Okay. So in theory, this should get rid of all the ice. In theory. How's everything doing up here? A complete lack of rocket fuel. Fuel for that. This one needs rocket fuel too. Some of that. It's going. Still a few more of these to send up. For the most part. Let's grab out all the rocket fuel, redundancy structures. Keep putting them in here as we can. Should just about manage it. Alright. Problems? Somewhat solved. Those are still going. It's about as much as we're gonna be able to get done with just a half belt of ice here. It's doing it. It's making stuff. Well, these boxes are full now. It's great. It's more for later. We might actually even need another one here, honestly. We're having inserters. Inserter. Storage box. Power. Inserter. Storage box. Heat pipe. Everything needs heat. We're at 970. That's great. This is at 999. I think previously we were good with only 5 heating towers. As it currently stands, this is okay. This is using some of the crude oil, which is just coming from these two here. That's technically kind of a limited resource. Switch out for the other ones. I don't want to be burning too much extra here. Let's turn off one of these. Should eventually get less heated. And more fuels. Let's start dropping. This one's dropping. This one's dropping. Let's see if 5's enough. How's this doing? Needs a bit more. This one needs not really too much more. Oh. 2,000 processing units in here are getting a little excessive. Oh. Not sure what stuff we got up here. A bit. 14 more, 11 more, and ourselves also. Can't say for sure. This is what we need here. These are now currently working, which is nice to see. Got the power here. The solar with less solar panels and less solar ability is doing less work. The steam turbines are doing it though. Railgun turrets are using power here. You can see that on here. Railgun turret. Energy per shot. Ah. It's power requirements. 10 megajoules per shot. Max consumption, 10 megawatts. Electricity doesn't exist, it's fine. That makes sense. We might need more than one nuclear reactor then. It's going to be using that much power. Power output is 5.8 megawatts from this. Each shot is 10 megawatts max consumption. We have 56 of these. Well, that's a concern. Clearly. A concern we probably should fix before we try to just launch this out further and then have to rebuild the entire thing. That'd be unfortunate. I think we finish launching all these. Get that going. Only be 10 more launches here. So we had a pretty decent chunk of the way through this. Let's see what power consumption we might be dealing with. Depends how often it shoots and how much it actually uses. I've got concerns. Next time. Goodbye.